Welcome back, nail crew. Welcome back. In this video, I'm doing a simple dip set of nails, you guys. Beautiful, simple dip set of nails. Now, before we get into that, let's give a hey, girl, hey, to my nail sister, AIDA. I hope I said that correctly. Thank you so much, AIDA. She says she loves my energy and she learns so much from me. So thank you again for the donation. I really appreciate it. I pray the universe brings it back to you tenfold. All right, you guys, let's get into the video. I'm in a good mood. You know, whenever I get a donation, I'm just in like the best mood ever. All right, so real quick, you guys, you see this nail here? It's chipped, you guys. So when I was filing down the old product, I must have, had the e-file pressing too hard in that area or something, and I filed it down too thin, and so obviously, you guys can tell it's hanging on by a thread, you guys. Hanging on by a thread. I'm not doing a fill with acrylic and monomer. I'm doing a fill with acrylic and base coat. So the base coat that I'm using is from IGEL. I'm showing you guys that I have the base coat and the top coat. So I probably will use the top coat at the end of the set just so you guys can see what it looks like. But yes, so anyway, yeah, I'm not doing the fill with monomer. So if I was to do a monomer set, this would have been really easy to just patch that up really quick, But I'm doing a dip set of nails. I don't really have a lot of time. I just need something that's going to be like really, really quick. We are on the way to the zoo. I might add a few zoo pics to the end of the video if you guys are interested in that. We had a nice full family day at the zoo. It was so much fun. So anyway, this was like very shortly before we had to leave. And I just needed to do her nails. Like, her nails were looking a hot mess and they were too long. The previous set to this was those blue and white pom-pom nails. So beautiful, right? But that pom-pom was getting on everyone's nerves and they were just too long and too pointy. So we cut them down and now I'm doing a fill. So anyway, like I was saying, we have a family day at the zoo and no one's gonna go to the zoo with long stiletto pom-pom nails. That's just team too much, okay? But I also don't have a lot of time. So I really wasn't even going to film this. Like, I wasn't even going to record it. I was just trying to do something really quick so that we could head out the door. But then I said, you know what? Somebody else will be in this situation and they're going to need a quick way to do a fill because their nails are a hot mess, but they have like a hot date or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, I ended up turning on the camera and here we go, you guys. I prepped the nails off camera, but I do have a full prep video, okay? So if you guys are wondering how I prep the same way, no matter if I'm doing dip or acrylic or polygel or whatever, all right? So her nails were prepped, and again, I will leave the link to my prep video in the description box. And now we are applying the acrylic with base coat. I do this all the time. So all my oldies, hey girl, hey, you guys have seen this a million times. But if you're new here and you guys do not have time, prep your nails, your favorite prep method, whatever works for you. Prep your nails, pull out your base coat. In this case, I'm using the IGELBEAUTY base coat. IGEL always has sales, you guys, always have sale. Back to school, I'm sure they're about to have a back to school big old bash sale, okay? So when that sale comes, when that sale rolls around, get you some IGELBEAUTY base coat. It has a really good, nice consistency. And again, they always have sales, so it's affordable. So anyway, notice how I'm brushing on the base coat. Wherever the base coat is, that's where the acrylic powder is. So if you miss a spot, well, my darling, it's gonna be a patchy, hot mess. Okay, a patchy hot mess. So basically, just be very meticulous when you're applying the base coat. Do very nice, thin, even strokes, and I think you'll be fine. As far as applying the acrylic powder, all I like to do is use a nice small spoon, and this spoon I got from the dollar store. But, I always say when you go get a scoop of froyo or, ice cream, the little sample spoons that they give you, those spoons are so perfect. And normally the colors are really bright and fun. So whenever I go for froyo, I do always ask for extra spoons. And, I love those little cute little color spoons. So anyway, use a color spoon from the froyo shop or go to the dollar store and you could get a bag of like 20 for $1. And that's like the one I'm using right now, okay? Anything will work, even a pipette. I just don't like to dip the finger right into the powder, okay? Aside from the sanitary reasons, aside from that, I don't like how the nail looks when you dip it into the container. When you dip it in the container, sometimes it doesn't lay as flat, and it's kind of ripply, and it's just chunky in some areas. So for me, it just comes out so much better if I use a spoon and just scoop it right on top, you guys, okay? So basically, that's all I'm doing. The acrylic that I'm using right now is from Not Polish, and the color is very nice. It's just not what we wanted. Like, we wanted white nails, you know, and I thought that this color was going to give me the color that I wanted, but it's not. So you'll see when I go to do the second layer here in a little bit, I will be switching to a brighter, more vibrant white. All right, so just to recap for my newbies, I want to walk you guys through this because this is so simple, and this type of fill or doing your nails like this, it really lasts. It can last weeks, up to 2 months. I have done my nails like this, and I haven't done a fill for like 8 weeks, and they were fine. Just really grown out, but you know, they were still hanging on. So this is a really good way to do your nails. So I'm just going to walk you guys through it. So I removed the old set of nails. I prepped the same way that I always prep, right? Again, prep video will be in the description box below. I applied base coat. Any base coat will work. You cure the base coat in the lamp for a full 60 seconds. And then you apply the base coat to the nail, thin, even layers, and sprinkle on the acrylic powder. Once that's done, you cure it in the lamp for 60 seconds, and now we're all caught up. So here we are. I want to add another layer of acrylic, all right? And I also want to switch the color like I talked about. So I'm using a more brighter white. This one is from Tickled Pink. I do have a coupon code to Tickled Pink, and I also have one to Not Polish as well, in case you do like that softer white. Because again, it is really, really pretty. It's just not the direction we want it to go today. Not for the zoo. We wanted something a little bit more bright and fun, you know, a little more bright and fun for the zoo. So yeah, we went with the brighter, funner white. So I'm doing the exact same thing that I did before. I'm brushing on the base coat, very thin, even layers, and then I'm sprinkling on the acrylic powder. You guys, that is it. Voila, done. This is like the easiest fill that you could do. Like, this is the easiest fill. So once I'm done, you guys will see, I'm going to file it and buff it same way that you would file or buff anything else. And again, this will last. I have several videos of me doing my nails in this method and then following up later when I needed a fill. And I remember, I think it was about 8 weeks before I did a fill again, you know, so I filled my nails like this, and then I followed up in about 8 weeks when I needed another fill. You guys, this way to do your nails is very, very simple, especially for my newbies. You're going back to school. You don't have enough money to be wasting on getting your nails done. No, you can just do it yourself. Get you some base coat. As soon as IGELBEAUTY has their back to school sale, grab you some base coat, okay? Get you your favorite acrylic, and voila. Honey, that's it. That's all you need. Base coat and acrylic, and you're going to have some banging nails, okay? These are going to be so cute, so classic, and I think anybody could do it. So absolutely zero excuse why your nails aren't done. Zero excuses. If you're looking on your hands right now and your nails are not done, shame on you, sis. Shame on you, okay? I want you guys to comment in the comment section below. If your nails are not done, just put this emoji right here. Oh my gosh, I'm just so ashamed right now. I'm so embarrassed right now, nail crew. Drop this emoji if your nails are not done, and let me know why your nails are not done. I gotta know, sis, okay? I gotta know. Also, let me know if you have tried gel dip. In the comment section below, let me know if you guys have tried gel dip and how long did they last you. I bet they last a long time, because if you did this correctly, I bet they last a long time. Okay, so I let her cure in the lamp for a full 60 seconds. They look so good already. We didn't even add the top coat. And I think they would look even better matte. Like, if we just filed these and added a nice matte top coat, you guys, oh my gosh, banging. But she always goes back and forth, as far as matte and shiny, but then shiny always wins. So it is what it is. She will be having a shiny top coat. But if you guys do this, oh my gosh, I think matte white is just classic, beautiful and classic. So yes, this is a simple look. We didn't have a lot of time. I removed her old set really quickly and we were like, okay, what are we going to do? Like something quick, like we don't got any time. So yeah, this, I left it in real time for you guys, like for the most part. So you saw how like speedy and easy this was. And this set will last, again, you guys, it will last for a really long time. So now I'm just filing, and there is no different way to file your gel dip nail. There's no different way. You literally file it the same way you would anything else. So I like to start off with my hand file. And this is a really coarse 80 grit file. Ooh, I know that is very scary for some people, but a nice crisp 80 grit file will speed your filing time. It'll just speed it up. It'll speed it up because it's so strong. It'll just really do a lot of the work for you. So yet again, I don't have time right now. I needed a nice crisp hand file to help me get the nails done. I do want to point something else out to you guys, nail crew. I do want to point something out because if you watch some of my other dip videos, you might be like, oh, she skipped a step, right? Also, I just want to say I do dip nails like differently all the time. Like I just go with what feels right. So like if you watch 3 of my dip videos right now, they'll be like all different. They'll just be different. I'm a Libra. What can I say? I just like to go with the flow, and I just like to do what feels good, you know? So yeah, that's how I do dips. I do dips the way that feels good to me, but at the same time, my prep and the foundation, now that part always stays the same, okay? So everything else may vary once I get past the prep, but the prep is the most important. So that way, you know, I know my nails are gonna last. I just like to prep one way. So anyway, you guys, this time, did you notice I did not encapsulate in clear acrylic? Did you guys notice that? I just really don't have time. I really don't have time. And the nails were getting, you know, a little bit thick, and we just really didn't have time. So normally what I would do after I applied the white and I was happy with the color, I would then add one more coat of base coat, okay? And then I would sprinkle on clear acrylic and cure the nails for 60 seconds. That would be my encapsulation layer. Now, normally when I'm doing nails, I always do that. I always do my clear encapsulation layer, especially if I was doing longer nails. If her nails were long, I would not have skipped that step at all. But because her nails are short, I really did not think I needed to encapsulate the white, okay? Gasp, right? Me not encapsulating, gasp, as I clutch my pearls. I know, guys, I know. But the nails were really short. We don't have time. And I knew that I was just going to do something really quick. So that's why I really didn't even intend to record it. Because I was like, you know what? If I'm not going to do it right and I have no intention of doing it right, I just shouldn't record it. But I just ended up recording it anyway because, you know, this is real life. And it is what it is. And the nails are going to be gorgeous. And, you know, she was happy. And she got exactly what she wanted. I did not encapsulate, but it's okay. It's okay. All right? So I filed the nails the same way that I normally file. And when I pulled out the buffer, she had all these questions about this buffer. I don't know why she was acting like she's never seen the buffer before, but she was like, what is this? Back in my day, she literally said this. Back in my day, they didn't have buffers like this. They had the regular square block rectangle buffers. This is what she said. And I was like, what? Back in your what? So, but yeah, this is the same buffer I use all the time. So I just don't even understand why she was acting brand new. I had to like demonstrate to her, like, yes, you just peel it off and you toss it. And it was just a big thing. But anyway, the nails, you guys, oh my gosh, aren't they so cute? Yes, they are. Yes, they they are. So simple, so short, so plain, but so quick and just so beautiful. So the top coat that I'm using right now, right, because I told you guys I wanted to use the IGELBEAUTY top coat, but because the nails are all white, I heard that this Nail Couture top coat is supposed to be like stain resistant, and it's really good for white colors. Like if you're using a really light or white polish that gets stained, to use a rubber top coat. And Nail Couture has a really good rubber or rubber property like top coat, and it's supposed to keep the whites white. So we'll see. I decided to use this at the last minute. I just changed my mind, and I went with this instead of the IGELBEAUTY. But that's a good thing, because now when I go to do the fill in about 2 weeks, I can show you guys if it stayed white, because I'm not a fan of Nail Couture. We all know that. I'm not getting into that whole story, but I'm not a fan. But shoot, if it works, it works. And you guys can come back in about 2 weeks, watch the follow-up video, and yeah, we'll all know then. So okay, we'll see. So I'm applying the lotion, and the cuticle oil is actually one of my favorite parts. I really like adding the cuticle. I just like how the set just looks so glossy and polished when the cuticle oil is there. It just really just looks nice. As far as applying the lotion, I think I like massaging people because I like that exchange of energy. So that part's really enjoyable for me as well. But anyway, you guys, this is her nails. Just cute, short, white, simple. What can I say? Basic. And oh yes, I promised you guys the pictures of the zoo.
This is not enough. We gotta stay here for a second.
Yeah, that's why I gotta do it.
Yes,
Roxy, I got y'all.
right. One of my voices. Oh, I saw the video. I was I know my voices.
Look at me. Look at TT. Look at Naya.
Love it. You're so cute, Zeke.
Alrighty, nail crew, I hope you guys enjoyed the nails, and I hope you enjoyed a little snippet of my family fun zoo day. That's a wrap. Thanks for rocking with me until the end. I love you guys so much. Until next time, bye.